So if you're an aspiring freelancer, you probably know the biggest hurdle is just getting started, right? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle in this explainer. We're going to show you step by step how to use Anthropic's AI, Claude, to build your freelance business completely from scratch. Let's get you from a learner to an earner.
Okay, let's dive right in. First, we'll cover what every modern freelancer needs in their toolkit. Then, we'll map out your very first steps with AI. After that, we're getting our hands dirty mastering the core tools, exploring some proven ways to actually get paid. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a look at the complete AI toolkit.
First up, the Modern Freelancer's Toolkit. You know that feeling, right? Drowning in a sea of different apps for writing, then another for research, another for client management. It's a huge struggle. We're about to see how one single all-in-one platform can be a total game changer.
So let's be real. What does it actually take to thrive as a freelancer today? You have to be efficient, you have to be powerful, and you have to be versatile, all without getting bogged down by a million different tools. The real question is, how do you even do that?
Well, the answer is becoming pretty clear. You need a complete AI professional toolkit, and this is where Anthropic's Claude AI steps onto the scene. It's designed to be that single platform that can handle pretty much everything: writing, research, development, you name it.
And listen, this isn't some tiny niche tool we're talking about. We're talking over 50 million people already actively using the Claude AI platform. That's not just a big number. It's proof that this is a serious professional ecosystem. Okay, so you see this number, 200,000. What on earth does that mean for you? Well, imagine this. You can upload an entire book, a super dense research paper, or a complicated chunk of code, and then talk about it with the AI all in one go. For productivity, that is an absolute game changer.
And look, all this cool tech translates into what really matters, right? Income. The source material shows that earning over $100 a month, even when you're just starting out, is a totally realistic goal. This makes that dream of freelancing feel real, right from day one.
All right, so we've seen the potential. Now let's turn that into a concrete plan. This next part is all about giving you a clear, simple roadmap to get you from learning the ropes to actually earning your first freelance dollars. Time to get practical.
Here it is, the 5-stage journey. It's super simple. First, you just create your free account. Second, you learn the core tools, which we're about to cover. Third, you build a small sample project, so you have something to show off. Fourth, you promote your new AI-powered skills. And finally, the best part, you earn. Let's break it down.
Okay, time to get our hands dirty and really master the core tools. We're going to break down the specific apps that will become the foundation of your new AI-powered workspace, starting with the one you'll probably use every single day.
At the very heart of everything is Claude Chat. The best way to think about it is as your super smart conversation partner. It's ready for any task you can throw at it. Writing, brainstorming, solving complex problems, deep analysis. This is the engine for almost everything else. So what's under the hood of Claude Chat? Well, it's got smart reasoning that can actually think through tough problems. It has that massive context window we talked about for deep dives. It's got a real knack for creative writing that sounds human, and it has a really generous free tier so you can start today, no credit card needed. Next up, let's talk about Claude Projects. This tool solves a huge headache for every freelancer out there: organization. It lets you create these persistent workspaces where Claude actually remembers your files and instructions for a specific client, so you're not starting from scratch every single time. With projects, you can set custom instructions for tailored responses. It'll store relevant files like PDFs and spreadsheets for you, and it keeps all your client work in its own neat, separate box. Now, this is a premium tool. It requires a Claude Pro subscription, but honestly, for any serious freelancer, it is absolutely worth it.
Now for something really cool, Claude Artifacts. This is where your conversations with the AI actually turn into visual things you can see and use. I'm talking about generating charts, diagrams, and even interactive web elements right inside the chat window. With Artifacts, you get a live preview of your code as it's being written. You can build interactive things like contact forms or calculators, and then export all the code with just one click. And here's the kicker. This incredibly powerful visual tool is available on the free plan. Yeah, for real.
All right, you've learned the tools. Now for the part I know everyone's been waiting for. How do you actually turn these new skills into a reliable income? Let's get into some proven methods.
Look, the most accessible, easiest place to start is freelance writing. Using Claude Chat, you can produce high-quality blog posts, ad copy, and email campaigns for clients at a speed that's just impossible for a human to do alone. That frees you up to take on way more work.
And don't just take my word for it. We're talking real numbers here. On platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, clients are paying anywhere from $50 to $200 an hour for these kinds of services. The opportunity is there, right now.
Okay, so once you've gotten the hang of that, you can level up to AI consulting. This is where you start helping businesses integrate Claude into their own workflows to make them more efficient and cut their costs.
And this is a seriously high-value skill. Companies are paying a huge premium. We're talking $100 to $500 an hour for experts who know how to do this stuff. It's a very clear path to seriously growing your freelance income.
And believe me, it doesn't even stop there. You could get into API development, building custom software for clients. You could create and sell packs of pre-written prompts for some passive income. You could automate content for clients on a retainer, or even create your own YouTube tutorials teaching others what you've learned. The possibilities are huge.
So, to bring this all home, let's look at the complete Claude ecosystem side by side. This is going to give you a really clear, at-a-glance overview of the entire toolkit and help you figure out where you should focus first.
Okay, let's break this down so it all connects. You have Claude Chat, that's your free writing assistant, the perfect place to start. For serious client management, you'll want projects on the Pro plan. If you're a developer, the API is your playground for building custom stuff. Artifacts, that's also on the free plan, lets you create visual content. And for the heavy-duty coding, there's Claude Code, which can plan and execute coding tasks on its own. The key is just to pick the right tool for what you need to do today.
So there you have it. Your journey from learner to earner literally starts right now. The tools are here, the roadmap is clear, and the opportunities are very real. So what is your next step? The guide makes it super simple. Head over to claude.ai, create your free account, and just start your first conversation. That's it.